This is the Global Economic Commodities Scrap Metal and Recycling Report by our Bentley Roll-Off Trailers and Gondola Trailers Scrap Haulers, February 7, 2022. U.S. weekly crude steel production fell to 1.796 million tons as imports continue to pressure U.S. suppliers. WTI crude oil price rose to $92.31 a barrel, the highest since 2014. The massive winter storm disrupted U.S. production. Also, OPEC met last week and decided on no change to the slow increase in production despite high prices. U.S. weekly oil production fell to 11.5 million barrels per day, a huge 1.6 million barrels off pre-COVID. The bad weather hurt the very slow growth that is planned. The U.S. weekly oil rig count rose to 497. This was as OPEC and U.S. supply constraints remain in place. This continues bringing terrific profits to suppliers. Scrap steel number 1 HMS price was mostly steady at $406.67 a gross ton. This was on good supply and good demand. Note that primes were down in February. Heartwood coil steel price fell to $59.12 per hundredweight, which is $11.82 a ton, the lowest since last February. This was on good supply and good availability of lower-priced imports. Copper price rose to $4.51 a pound on the easing of supply chain bottlenecks in manufacturing, which helped production. Also, there were reports of strong Eurozone, UK, and Japanese manufacturing. Aluminum price rose to $1.41 a pound, which is $31.08 a metric ton, near a 13-year high. High energy costs are causing production cuts in Europe. Also, there is a fear of sanctions on Russian aluminum producers by the U.S. China's January Caixin General Manufacturing PMI. It fell to 49.1, a 23-month low. Note that under 50 is contraction. COVID zero policy and higher oil prices are pressuring their economy. U.S. January ISM Purchasing Managers Index. It fell to 57.6, but still has good factory growth. Supply constraints and lack of factory floor labor is hurting manufacturing in the U.S. U.S. January new jobs report. The U.S. added a good 467,000 jobs, and November and December were revised up a big total of 709,000. Leisure, hospitality, and retail led the gains. U.S. January unemployment rate rose to 4.0, down a huge 2.4% in the past year. This rise is actually good news when combined with the solid job creation. This chart now tells that story. U.S. January labor participation rate. That's people 16 years old or older that are looking for work or are working. It rose to 62.2, the highest since pre-COVID. This is great news. People are coming back into the workforce versus sitting at home. U.S. fourth quarter labor productivity. It rose to an annualized 6.6%. Output surged 9.2%, while working hours are only up 2.4%. The shortage of workers is driving creativity and productivity. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average. It rose 365 points to 35,090 on the stronger than expected jobs report. Lugger trucks. Used, rent, buy, or buy them new. Call us at Ben Lee for new lugger trucks. Call Premier Truck Sales and Rental at 1-800-825-1255 for used lugger trucks and to rent a lugger truck. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we all have a safe and profitable week.